Hey there, Grumpy Old Fart here. I'm doing a movie review of the movie 48 Hours. This movie came out in 1982. It is an action comedy crime movie. The plot is a disgruntled, hard-nosed cop with girlfriend issues has to reluctantly team up with a wisecracking criminal temporarily paroled to his custody in order to track down a murderous escaped inmate. The cop is the only survivor of a run-in with that escaped inmate and his partner. He's forced to take another inmate into his custody for 48 hours because he needs his help to catch the killer. It's a basic plot. It's kind of farcical because I don't think they would do that in real life, but it makes for a really interesting program. It makes for an interesting movie. Now, this is not your standard buddy cop movie because one of them isn't even a cop. They grudgingly forge a solid friendship and become quite a team. This is a fun and exciting thrill ride from start to finish. It's just a fun movie. The soundtrack is awesome. The acting is really good. The characters are fun, and you immediately know there's not a lot of development at the beginning of it because there's not much to develop, but you feel like you know the characters almost from the beginning because they're very down to earth. They're realistic characters, if that makes sense. And again, there's not a whole lot of character development because they don't need to. But the fact that these guys are virtually polar opposites and they have to forge a friendship to work together as a team, it makes for an interesting program. It's got a really great cast: Nick Nolte, Eddie Murphy, Annette O'Toole, Frank McRae, James Remar, Sonny Landham, David Patrick Kelly, Brian James, Olivia Brown, Jonathan Banks. It's a really good movie. Whenever I do these, I try to do standouts. And I chose, on this one, there's four. There's four really great ones. And I may do a fifth one. As a matter of fact, let me get this one out of the way right quick. Olivia Brown is one of the most underrated actresses on the planet. She does everything well. She played Trudy, I think. Yeah, Trudy on Miami Vice later. And as a matter of fact, I think this was right at the beginning when she started this. You know, when Miami Vice started this, when this movie came out. And she plays the love interest of Eddie Murphy in this. And love interest might be a bit of a strong word, but my point is, she's just such a great actress. Pay attention to her. She has a small part in this, probably too small, but yeah, definitely too small. They should have done more with her. It was an underutilized talent. Just keep an eye on her. She didn't do much after Miami Vice, which startles me because she's a really good actress. Anyway, the four that I originally chose were Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy. These two play the stars. The detective Jack Cates, and the inmate, the con that he has to parole out to work with him for 48 hours. Hence the name of the movie, 48 Hours. Eddie Murphy plays Reggie Hammond. These two guys are stellar actors and consummate professionals. They are as polar opposite in real life as they are in their roles here. But, like yin and yang, they really make it work. As I understand it, they became good friends in real life as well because of this movie. They did a second one that was also really good. It was less about the criminals than it was about corrupt cops, the second one. But it was still pretty good. And it was really good. It's rare that you find a sequel that is at least good, much less as good as the first. This one was pretty good. It was almost up there. The other two guys that I wanted to talk about were James Remar, who plays Albert Gans, and Sonny Landham, who plays his partner Billy Bear, the criminals. the ones that the cops are after. The cop is after. These guys are such talented actors, and they work so well together. They were both in one of my favorite movies, The Warriors. They worked well in that movie. Remar played one of the gang members, one of the Warriors, and Sonny Landham played a cop in that one, which was a nice role reversal for him. But they play villains in this movie, and they do it so very well. Sonny Landham he was in Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He played the villain in the movie Firewalker up against martial arts guy Chuck Norris. Yeah, he's plays such a great character actor. He's a great character actor. He plays such great villains. I would like to see Sonny Landham play a good guy. James Remar again is Albert Gantz. He plays such great characters as well. These two guys made a great pairing as bad guys here. If you get a chance to check it out, the movie is 48 Hours from 1982. You will not be disappointed. Not quite appropriate for little kids, but it's got some nudity and there's violence and like that. But check it out. You guys will like it. You folks have a good one now. God bless one and all. We elect cookie-cutter politicians every single election cycle. Yes men who maintain the status quo and do just enough to make us believe the system still works. Imagine, if you will, a president who actually tries to fix things. If you like action, political intrigue, and a righteous crusade, check out my political thriller, The Righteous President.